What's going on, guys? Xbox Gut. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I am so excited to finally make this. This is basically my continuation of pick what manga I read. This is going to be my first season review on Attack on Titan. Like I said, I've been so hyped to talk about this with you guys just because I'm loving this story so far. For the first 8 volumes, it's pretty good, but I definitely know that it's gonna get better. And the mystery around Attack on Titan is just growing and growing and growing and growing. But we'll basically start with a non-spoiler synopsis around the manga right away. Just because if you guys haven't read it, I definitely recommend you guys go read it because it's very good, very mysterious, action-packed. So basically it starts with this little boy named Eren, and he's right there, and he has these 2 childhood friends named Mikasa and Armin, and whenever they're young they get attacked by this massive titan called the Colossal Titan, and these titans basically wreak havoc on these humans hidden inside of these 3 massive walls that are basically protection from the titans. And that's basically the main non-spoiler-ish thing that I could say, because there's a lot of stuff that goes down and you can't really stay in without spoiling stuff, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna get right into spoilers because there's no way I can talk about it without getting into it. So whenever these 3 are kids, Mikasa, Armin, and Eren, they get attacked by the Colossus Titan, and the Colossus Titan breaks a hole inside of the wall, and titans just start flooding through, causing insane havoc. It's actually insane. But right away they build mystery around the titans, and like, are they humans, or like, what is their motives and stuff like that, because even the characters wondered that, like, what are they? And they build mystery around Eren's father, because Eren says he has this vivid memory of his father telling him he has this key that he wears around on his neck, and he tells him whenever the time comes, go into the basement and you'll find the truth, or something like that. Kind of loose on it, but it definitely builds mystery around it, because when we'll talk about it later, they eventually try to go back and open up whatever's in Eren's basement. It's a very, very cool that they went back and tried to figure out what that was. The hook of Attack on Titan is so sick, because in a world full of these titans wreaking havoc on the humans and stuff like that, Eren has the ability to turn into a titan himself and beat the shit out of the other titans. The first time I saw Eren was absolutely hype. I was like, holy shit. And I was spoiled that Eren was a titan, but it still hit. I mean, it didn't hit the same as if I didn't know anything. But yeah, it was actually insane. Well, as Eren's fighting the titans and stuff like that, they don't know that Eren is the titan, because a few chapters before, Eren got eaten by a titan, so he technically died, and then inside of the titan's stomach he became the titan somehow, some way. We still don't know the mystery yet, but eventually, after Eren gets taken down by the Survey Corps because he's a titan, they put him in court to get convicted, to see like what they want to do with him and stuff like that. So they eventually come to the consensus that they want to use Eren as a weapon against the titans. I mean, pretty smart. That's another thing I like about this manga, is that the decisions they make are like, when I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, do this, they do it. But there are some times where characters just are stupid. Whenever they decide to use Eren, the hole that the Colossus Titan made, Eren has to go plug that with a rock, and they basically task him to do that. And they go out, and Eren turns into a titan, because Eren jumps out of a helicopter or whatever, and Eren, the way he turns into a titan is he inflicts pain, so he bites his hand and he becomes a titan. So whenever he gets down there, he's going to plug the hole, but then all of a sudden he turns around and starts trying to kill the people in his group. So then it kind of builds a mystery of, okay, so Eren doesn't have control of his titan powers yet. He doesn't know how to use them and stuff like that. So basically the titan is taking over his mind and trying to kill. It's actually insane. So eventually Eren kind of fights with the Survey Corps. He gets back up. He eventually plugs the hole finally. Super cool part. Feels like such a wasteland It feels like such a deserted, like they just plugged the hole so they could defend themselves from the Titans, and it doesn't feel happy. They don't like get all crazy happy. I mean, they do celebrate, but it still feels like shit. They didn't do much. They just defended themselves. They didn't push back or anything. But right after the hole gets plugged, Eren turns back into a human, and the remaining Titans that are inside of the wall go after Eren, and they start trying to eat him and stuff like that. Well, the badass Levi character finally gets introduced at this moment. They see he's the most strongest human to ever live in the Survey Corps. Fantastic. I loved the introduction of Levi. He is kind of a dick, but I do really love his character. So right after that, Eren goes to court and stuff like that, and they say, okay, do you know anything about these Titans? Like, tell us, like, because we need to know. You're a Titan. Is there anything you know? And Eren just full on says, my dad, in the basement of my house, my dad says that there's something that is the key to what we're looking for. They basically decide to pair up Eren in Levi's squad and Mikasa and Armin in the 104th like group that they're in, like the 104th group that they were training in and stuff like that. They finally get separated, and they finally go outside of the wall. And it's the 54th voyage outside of the wall. It's such a crazy part because these guys were kids looking at these guys coming in outside of the wall, and now they're the ones going outside of the wall. It's insane. And they finally go back, and it's just fields, and it's outside of the wall. It's crazy. It's just fields, long fields. And then they're fighting Titans. They're in a formation, really nice formation. They're fighting Titans and stuff like that. And then boom, the female Titan shows up. She is fucking insane because the part that I remember is the female Titan grabbing one of the humans by their maneuvering equipment and swinging them, and the G-force exploded the dude's body. That shit was cool. I was like, wow, this is cool, this is fun. And the only thing that I was anticipating was the fight between Eren's Titan form and the female Titan. Well, I gotta tell you, you do have to wait to see Eren's Titan form after he plugs the hole, because it is a few volumes until you see it again. But eventually, the female Titan actually wins, and she eats Eren, and she doesn't technically eat him, she keeps him in his mouth, and she's running away. So they all come to a consensus that the female Titan is an intelligent Titan, and she's trying to capture Eren. For some reason, we don't know why, but the female Titan is trying to capture Eren, and she succeeded, so they're all going after her. Eventually, Levi, as the badass that he is, he cuts her jaw off, and Eren drops out of there. Such a sick scene. I love that part. And one of the people that was in the 104th group that trained with them turned out to be the female Titan. She was the one in the group that was always kind of like rude, kind of mean, kind of the one that stayed back. And when you look at the female Titan, their fighting senses are identical. They both hold their hands up like this. So Eren and her fought in the training scene, and she does that, and the female Titan does that too. So that's kind of like a giveaway. When she got revealed, Annie, I think is her name. Fantastic reveal. I was like, gas for air, so hyped about it. And then finally, the female Titan tries to kill Eren, and then Eren bites his hand, and he doesn't turn into a Titan. So that's one thing I wanted to talk about. He has to have a clear intention or a clear goal in mind before he can turn himself into the Titan. And that is a cool concept, because it kind of forces him to be within that human body. It's forcing him to have non-overpowered powers against these Titans, so it kind of brings it down to the human level, and I really enjoy that. But I also love the Titan battles, which brings me to my next point. The Titan battle between the female Titan and Eren Yeager was such a sick fight. It lasted page after page after page after page after page. It was such a page turner. It was such a fantastic fight, and eventually Eren beats her. They capture Annie, and they I don't know what they're gonna do with her. I don't know if they're gonna test on her or whatever, but there's absolutely testing going on within the Survey Corps on Titans. But as all this stuff is going on within inside of the walls, because the space between each wall is pretty huge, and the outside of the wall, the outer rim was broken by the Colossal Titan, like I mentioned at the very beginning. They're inside of the wall technically, but outside of their main wall. The wall rose, which is the wall that is clean and fine and stuff like that, the one inside of the wall that the Colossal Titan broke, is getting breached by Titans during all of this. That's exactly where we leave off at the end of season 1, at the end of volume 8 of Attack on Titan. Talked about it all. I talked about everything. And what are my thoughts on the manga? First off, I loved Eren's Titan transformation. Just fantastic. What a trope done fantastically. I mean, given the fact that this is my first manga that has that trope in it, but it's still just done fantastic. I love the mystery around everything, around Eren's dad. Where is he? The Titans. What is the Survey Corps doing with these Titans and stuff like that? I love the mystery around everything in Attack on Titan. The fights are fantastic. Easy to follow. I didn't think that they were going to be, because I heard that the art is a little rough in Attack on Titan. It is. Definitely gets better. By the 8th volume, the art is so much better than the first volume. It's ridiculous. But the fights are just such adrenaline. They are just punching, big things punching each other. I'm in. The other great thing about this manga are the fantastic characters and the character development. Within the 2nd volume, Mikasa was one of my favorite characters. Armin isn't really one of my favorite characters, but Eren absolutely is probably my favorite character. Just because of the Titan transformation. I do like his character development, but I like Levi probably the best, just because he's such a badass. He is a dick, that's only my only downfall about him, but so is Guts, and he develops fantastically. So I'm assuming that Levi is going to develop well as well. But the things I didn't like about the manga were, it was slow at times, and these are minor gripes about the manga. It was slow, the training wasn't too good, and the Titan designs, the Titan designs aren't actually one of my dislikes about the manga. They are supposed to look like that, I understand, but they look too human-y. They just look like straight up massive naked people just running around. Other than that, I gotta give Attack on Titan Season 1 an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. And if you made it this far in the video, I'm sure you've enjoyed it as well. Everyone in my Discord has just been pushing me to read this. I'm finally reading it. I'm slowly reading it because I'm getting into more gaming now. But I'm still chugging along on Attack on Titan. I can't wait to see what they got in store. But the final reveal that absolutely blew me away was the fact that the Titans are inside of the walls. The Survey Corps built the walls with Colossal Titans inside of them. Whoa. Blew me away. That got me ready to read Season 2 of Attack on Titan. Hooked me like that. So, I love the manga. There's minor few things I didn't like. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. Let me know what you guys thought about Season 1 of Attack on Titan. You know, if you guys read the manga or watched the anime. Like I said, I can't wait to continue it, and that has been my Season 1 review of Attack on Titan. I hope you guys enjoyed. Later, guys.